Welcome to ABN Global Church News, bringing you inspiring updates from the Seventh-day Adventist Church around the world. From humanitarian relief and education to youth ministry, mission outreach, health initiatives, and media development, Adventist communities across continents continue to share hope through service and faith. In today's bulletin, we take you across Africa, Europe, Asia, the Pacific, and the Americas to see how the church is responding to community needs, equipping leaders, empowering young people, and expanding its mission. Here are the major stories shaping the global Adventist Church this week. Colombia. Adventist Church mobilizes relief and rescue after severe flooding. The Seventh-day Adventist Church in Colombia, together with the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, ADRA, has mobilized relief and rescue efforts following severe flooding that struck the departments of Córdoba and Araba earlier this year. Heavy rainfall caused rivers to overflow, forcing many families from their homes and cutting off communication in several communities. Church leaders reported that at least 10 Adventist congregations in rural areas were affected by the flooding, with members and residents displaced as homes were inundated. In response, church administrators, youth groups, and volunteers quickly organized donation drives and collected food, clothing, hygiene kits, mattresses, and other essential supplies. In Córdoba, the Caribbean-Colombian Conference began distributing assistance from the first day of the emergency, reaching approximately 400 families. Rescue operations were also carried out by local church members. In one dramatic moment, volunteers transported 2 children to safety on an inflatable mattress through waist-deep floodwaters. In another case, volunteers evacuated a 90-year-old woman from her flooded home in Monteria after rising waters covered her house. ADRA Colombia deployed assessment teams to identify priority needs and coordinated relief efforts with local authorities. Emergency cash vouchers were distributed so families could purchase essential supplies during the crisis. Meanwhile, the Adventist Garza rescue team traveled from Medellin to assist with rescue operations. In one mission, volunteers walked nearly 2 hours at night through muddy rural terrain to rescue a mother and her children who were trapped by rising river waters. Church buildings across the region also served as temporary shelters for displaced families, while members continued to distribute food and provide spiritual support to affected communities. Fiji. First 10,000 Toes Wellness Center opens in Nadi, Fiji. A major milestone has been reached in the South Pacific with the opening of the first wellness center for the 10,000 Toes campaign in Nadi, Fiji. The campaign, which focuses on preventing and managing type 2 diabetes, has been operating across the Pacific for 8 years. Until now, its work has primarily been carried out through grassroots wellness hubs and community ambassadors. The newly opened center provides a permanent base where individuals at risk of non-communicable diseases can receive medical guidance, lifestyle coaching, and nutrition education. The facility includes a lifestyle medicine clinic known as the Hope Clinic, where a multidisciplinary team of doctors, nurses, dietitians, lifestyle coaches, and mental health specialists will deliver structured health programs addressing diabetes, obesity, addiction, and mental health. On the ground floor, visitors will find the 10,000 Toes Kitchen and Food Pharmacy Cafe, which prepares plant-based meals and hosts cooking demonstrations designed to teach practical, healthy eating habits. The center also includes a training and conference facility that will equip health professionals and volunteers to expand outreach initiatives across Pacific communities. Organizers say the center represents a new phase in the campaign's mission to address the region's growing health crisis through prevention, education, and community support. Ukraine. Camp ministry leaders gather for National A-Camp Congress. More than 250 Adventist camp ministry leaders gathered in Bucha, near Kiev, for the All-Ukrainian Congress of the Adventist Camp Ministry Association, known as A-Camp. The event brought together camp directors, pastors, youth leaders, and ministry coordinators from across Ukraine to strengthen cooperation and explore new approaches to youth ministry. Workshops and seminars covered topics such as leadership development, evangelism models, emotional intelligence, stress management, conflict resolution, and team communication. Organizers emphasized that camp ministry plays a key role in spiritual formation for young people. Leaders encouraged participants to view camps not merely as recreational events, but as powerful environments for discipleship and mission. The event also highlighted the growing involvement of young leaders in camp ministry. Organizers noted that the average age of participants was around 22, reflecting a new generation of leadership within Adventist youth outreach. United States. Daniel Duda receives Weniger Award for Excellence. Daniel Duda, president of the Trans-European Division, has received the Charles Eliot Weniger Award for Excellence during a ceremony at Loma Linda University Church in California. The award recognizes individuals who demonstrate exceptional leadership, character, and commitment to the mission of the Adventist Church. Duda was honored for his contributions to theological education, preaching, and church leadership across Europe. During the ceremony, he delivered a message titled "Excellence as Fruit of Grace, Not Proof of Worth," emphasizing humility, gratitude, and reliance on God in Christian leadership. Solomon Islands. Adra Cocoa Project linked to award-winning chocolate. Chocolate produced using cocoa grown by farmers in the Solomon Islands has won gold at the prestigious Academy of Chocolate Awards in London. The chocolate was developed by a New Zealand craft chocolate company using cocoa sourced from communities participating in a livelihoods project led by Adra. Through the program, farmers from 8 rural villages received training in fermentation, drying, and quality control to improve the quality of their cocoa beans. These improvements allow farmers to access premium international markets and receive higher prices for their crops. Adra leaders say the initiative demonstrates how development programs can empower communities to achieve sustainable economic growth through fair trade and skill development. Mongolia. Local Adventist churches expand outreach through service. Adventist churches across Mongolia have been carrying out various outreach initiatives designed to meet community needs while strengthening spiritual life. In one project, Pathfinder Youth delivered food supplies to elderly residents while also clearing snow, cleaning homes, and helping families with limited mobility. Another congregation hosted a couples seminar focused on strengthening marriages through communication and understanding. Meanwhile, a church in Bayankhire launched a new evangelistic initiative called Gospel Sabbath, dedicating one Sabbath each month to welcoming visitors and sharing the message of hope with newcomers. Church leaders say these initiatives demonstrate how local congregations can combine community service with spiritual outreach. Venezuela, Inter-American Division. Creative Disciples series encourages authentic digital evangelism. A new episode of the Creative Disciples digital training series has encouraged Christian communicators to prioritize authenticity and purpose in online ministry. Venezuelan content creator Auri Yusti challenged participants to ensure that their online messages align with their personal lives and spiritual values. She emphasized that meaningful digital evangelism begins with integrity and that the true impact of online ministry should not be measured solely by views or algorithms. The training series aims to equip church members with practical skills for sharing faith through social media and digital platforms. United States. Adventist Ministries Convention connects leaders and resources. The 2026 North American Division Adventist Ministries Convention gathered ministry leaders in Louisville, Kentucky, where nearly 40 exhibitors presented resources for church outreach and leadership development. Participants explored new children's ministry curriculum materials, Bible study resources, digital evangelism tools, and online training opportunities. Health ministries also organized wellness spaces where attendees could receive health screenings, counseling, and opportunities for rest and reflection. Organizers say the exhibit hall helped ministry leaders connect with resources that will strengthen their work in local congregations. Egypt, Colombia. Colombian volunteers bring service and hope to Egypt. 33 Adventist young people from Colombia recently traveled to Egypt for a 20-week service experience centered on mission and cross-cultural outreach. Based at Nile Union Academy in Cairo, volunteers carried out construction and maintenance projects, donated computers for educational programs, and organized health screenings for students and teachers. A community health brigade served more than 150 residents. Participants also visited historic landmarks, including the Pyramids of Giza, while reflecting on the church's mission in the region known as the 1040 window. Volunteers said the experience strengthened their faith and commitment to service. Romania. ADRA Education Campaign supports 603 students. European Adventist churches unite to encourage disadvantaged students. ADRA Romania has completed its campaign, A Small Gift for a Big Dream, delivering support packages to 603 students from disadvantaged backgrounds. The campaign was funded through contributions from Adventist churches in Spain, England, France, and Italy, raising approximately €45,000. The support packages provided school supplies and encouragement to students who face financial barriers to continuing their education. Organizers say the initiative aims to reduce school dropout rates while inspiring students to pursue their academic goals. Ecuador. Youth Convention draws more than 1,050 young Adventists. Event focuses on discipleship, leadership training, and community service. More than 1,000 Adventist young people gathered in Ibarra, Ecuador, for the Maranatha Youth Convention under the theme, My Place in This World. The event included seminars on Christian identity, self-esteem, and leadership development. 16 young people were baptized during the gathering, marking a significant moment of spiritual commitment. Participants also partnered with ADRA Ecuador to distribute food baskets to families in need while sharing messages of hope within the community. Netherlands. Training program supports church planting initiatives. ACTS program equips leaders to establish new Adventist communities. Church planters from across the Netherlands gathered in Huis ter Heide for the ACTS training program, designed to equip leaders to establish sustainable Adventist congregations. 27 participants representing 11 emerging church plants attended the event. Training sessions focused on leadership development, spiritual formation, and strategies for building healthy faith communities. Organizers say the program forms part of a broader initiative supported by the Trans-European Division to strengthen church growth across Europe. Peru. Nuevo Tiempo Peru inaugurates a new television studio. Modern facility will support media outreach across South America. Nuevo Tiempo Peru has inaugurated a new television production studio named in honor of Adventist businessman Milton Afonso. The 120-square-meter facility includes a 4K switcher, professional lighting systems, and dedicated sets for several programs, including Controversia, Escuela Bíblica NT, and Feliz Sábado. Leaders say the studio will allow the media network to produce high-quality content for audiences across 8 Spanish-speaking countries in South America. The project was completed with support from donors known as the Angels of Hope. United States. Oakwood University students protest new Sabbath policy. Students raise concerns over residence hall closures during worship hours. Dozens of students at Oakwood University gathered in protest after the administration introduced a new Sabbath policy affecting residence halls. The policy requires dormitories to close on Saturdays between 11 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, the time when campus worship services typically occur. University officials say the policy encourages participation in spiritual life on campus, while student organizers say their concerns relate mainly to how the rule was introduced and enforced. Participants in the protest called for dialogue between students and university leadership to address the issue. Those are the latest developments from the Seventh-day Adventist Church around the world. From humanitarian relief and health initiatives to youth ministry, education, and global evangelism, Adventist communities continue to serve, uplift, and share hope across every continent. Thank you for joining us for ABN Global Church News. Stay connected for more updates as the Church continues its mission worldwide. Until next time, keep the faith, keep the hope, and continue sharing the love of Christ wherever you are.